Welcome back, my dear UPSC aspirants. So, in next session, we will be discussing in part 2. We will be discussing regarding the topic Ritu Bharosa scheme. That was also given in editorial session. So, it's an important topic. See, most of you might be hearing this Ritu Bharosa for the first time. So, no need of worrying. Actually, Ritu Bharosa is one of the 5 Navaratna welfare schemes of Andhra Pradesh government. So, be careful. Sometimes in prelims, the scheme belongs to which state it might ask. So you have to be careful. Again, back to the topic. The government of Andhra Pradesh is implementing YSR Ritu Bharosa from October 15, 2019 for providing financial assistance to the farmer families, including tenant farmers across the state at rupees 13,500 per family per year to support the cultivators in meeting the investment during the crop season with a view to enable them to timely sourcing of quality inputs and services for higher crop productivity. So this is objective. Benefits to the citizens are like the land-owning farmer families who collectively own cultivable land, irrespective of size of land holdings, will be provided a benefit of rupees 13,500 per year per family, duly including rupees 6,000 from the Government of India under PM Kisan in 3 installments. Then financial assistance will also be provided to landless tenant farmers and ROFR cultivators belonging to SC, ST, OBC. Minority categories of the state will get rupees 13,500 per year from the budget of the government of Andhra Pradesh. Who are eligible for the scheme? Farmers of Andhra Pradesh who own cultivable land are eligible. Then those farmers who have enrolled themselves under PM Kisan scheme, they are also a part of the scheme. Then as per the government, even those cultivating on endowments or temples or inam lands are eligible too. Then farmers and their family members who are holding the constituency post as ex and present ministers, MPs, MLAs and MLCs only are excluded for the benefit under the Ritu Bharosa, and all other people representatives are eligible under the scheme. If any unmarried child of a farmer is a government employee or income tax assessee, that will not make the farmer ineligible under the scheme, provided he or she does not come under any of the exclusion category. So why I told you eligibility and exclusion everything is because sometimes in prelims, often you might have seen some 3 statements will be given and then they will ask you find the correct statement. So you ought to know about the eligibility criteria and which are those groups which are excluding from availing this benefit of the scheme. So you have to know about all these things. So I told about these things. No need of knowing about how to apply and all, because we are not going to do any farming based on that. So these are the things which is important from the prelims point of view, as well as for mains also. If you want to write something related to AP government, you can positively write regarding the schemes. So that's all regarding the part 2 of this editorial analysis. Take care, stay safe, bye.